Hey guys, my name is Gaurav and I'm really excited to present this course to you. I've taken almost 6 months to develop this course and I've tried to bring in all the knowledge and experience that I have working on React projects, which are some small scale projects as well as some enterprise level projects where hundreds and thousands of people are logging into that React project. So first of all, I would like to answer one very special question is, how is this course different from all of those React courses that you have on Udemy, YouTube, and many other channels? There's tons of resources out there. So most of the resources do not really talk about the advanced concepts and how to be using them in a practical way. In this course, we're going to be covering few of the advanced topics such as this optimistic caching. We're going to be seeing the UI performance and optimization in specific. We are going to be seeing some of the architecture patterns that need to be followed when you're working on some big projects. Now trust me, if you do not follow this architecture patterns, things get blotted really fast. So the next one is one of my favorite topics, and that is the real-time messaging. This topic again is not covered a lot in the courses that you find other places, and if they are, they're not really telling you how to be using them in a real world application. Last but not the least, we are going to be seeing the advanced RTK queries and how to be using them in a real world project. So what are we going to be seeing in depth? Let's just check it out. So we're going to be starting off from quite a basic level or an intermediate level, I would say, where we are designing the architecture of the components. We are not just doing some component development, we are actually trying to understand why is this component developed, how to be making it more optimized, and so on. We also see the routing as how to be developing more advanced kind of deeply nested routings in React. Then moving forward, we will also see how to be using the Redux, and Redux comes in pretty early in our entire implementation. Now please take care that this is a completely hands-on course. I really expect you to follow along with me and get a very good understanding as how this all works. In the Redux part, I'm also going to be giving a short introduction. If you have not really worked on Redux, do not worry, you can still go with this course and you should be pretty good. We will also see how to be managing forms via Redux, which is very important as your application scales up. Next, we will also see the localization and the infra management. You're going to be hearing me say infra a lot, and this is really important as I have seen from personal experience as your application grows. In this, we see how to be creating those infrastructure level components and how to be making sure that they are reusable. We also see how to be implementing the I18 library, which is quite widely used whenever you want to be supporting multiple languages and spreading your application across the world. The next part is going to be something related to RTK queries in specific. Now again, this is a full-fledged project where we work not only on the front-end part, we are going to be also working on a Node.js application, and it's going to be a proper server with a proper database which we're going to be connecting to, and that's how I'm going to be showing you a couple of concepts such as the authentication and authorization. In this, we are going to be developing the backend with the authentication and authorization routes. We're going to be implementing some role-based authentication strategies as well, so that basically when our front end accesses some components or some routes, we actually check whether that person is actually authorized to go to that route or not, or view that component or not. So these are kind of the implementation that we're going to be seeing in depth as well. More importantly, I'm also going to be focusing on the security aspects of the entire application. So in this, we will see the device fingerprinting. We also see some of the common strategies of attacks that happen on the application, such as the server-side request forgery, server-side JavaScript injection, cross-site request forgery, and so on. These are some of the common attacks that happen, and you should be very knowledgeable on how to be preventing against such attacks. So for the next part, again, my favorite topic, that is the real-time messaging. In real-time messaging, we are going to be seeing various strategies of doing the communication between the server and the client. So in this, we see some sort of duplex kind of communication as well as one-way communication. We see how to be implementing the short polling, long polling, using the WebSockets, Socket.io, and few other strategies. Again, this is a very interesting topic, and this is going to be very helpful when you're working on a web application. Moving forward, we also see some of the UX optimization. Generally, what people do is they develop the component, show you all the features, how they work, and they forget about it. No. In this course, we are going to be also putting a lot of focus on the optimization part and the user experience part. So we are going to be seeing how to be working with debouncing, throttling of the API request. We see what happens when the API fails completely. How do you implement that retry mechanism? We also implement the pattern of exponential backoff. So these are the kind of advanced things that we are going to be learning in this course, and it's really exciting, trust me. Then we see some basic concepts which are confused quite a lot, which is the use memos and use callbacks. I'll show you these situations when you should be using it, how you should be using it, if you don't use it, what happens, and so on. And we also see some sort of general stuff like how to be managing themes and some global components. So that's about it. I hope you're really excited, as I am sure you can see I am. So I'm really excited to see you on this course and take up the journey of becoming a React superhero. So see you in the course.